Okay. So we'll open with merchant here. We'll merchant into his merchant. This fucking... this is literally like this. we got it again. Basically, there's a weird consideration here not to make fun of the way a streamer talks. I don't know. I guess it looks good to me. Is there a universe in which we don't do that? Maybe. But basically what you need to understand is the expected value of that play, by the way. A lot of people look at trash talking wrong. It seems kind of insane not to do. Why am I doing that again? I don't know. I got pretty good open pasta here. It seems like a high value. I don't mind keeping it alive, honestly. Wait, whose pasta is this? This is premium pasta. This is like very, very high tier. Whose is this? Whose is this? Someone's getting modded. Top tier pasta. Yeah, that's an 8 out of 8 pasta for me. Twisted Fate Fizz. Shadow Isles. God. Fucking net deckers have started already. In the mirror, I'll actually keep both of these. We chillin'. Looks good. The one problem is he has Fizz, so our Make It Rain is gonna get really devalued. It's possible Tortured Prodigy is shit in this deck. So Tortured Prodigy basically is a card that has very high potential for a long time, and it's never really been able to work yet. This is the kind of card that in other card games is potentially like super valuable. You need like a lot of combo tools to make this work. You know, I'm actually, if I pass here and if he passes back to me, I think that's good. I don't want to go -1 mana, but I really don't want to salvage before TF either. So if I can trick him into going -1 mana, then we're good. Because I would happily take him -1 burn if it meant we get to play our cards better. Because we don't really have a good action here. Whereas he probably does. Oh yeah, what I was saying with Torture Prodigy. Basically, the way to think about it is, in card games, you're always leveraging 2 resources. Those being mana and cards. Or card advantage, as we might say. So, with high draw, you need high mana. And that's why we can't run cards like Yordle Grifter, because even though they draw cards, it does so in too expensive of a way, right? I think we lost, guys. This feels really bad. God, I actually might literally just burn 3 here. That's so stupid. Is that possible? Is it possible flipping Twisted Fate is the only thing that matters to the degree where I'm literally just supposed to burn 3 here? I'll salvage. So basically, when you have a deck that's drawing a bunch of cards, you combine it with a card that's refilling a lot of mana, and, you know, bada bing, bada boom, you've got your kind of like leveraged ratios. If you are depleting one resource faster than the other, notably, your resource is going to throttle the other one, right? So just think about it as 2 resources you're trying to leverage at a similar, like, rate. Because I just drew Make It Rain, this Fizz is actually really obnoxious all of a sudden. Am I supposed to care? I don't think so. Oh, whatever. I'll just draw. Like, nothing matters except for leveling Twisted Fate here, right? The only problem is he'll probably gold card my Twisted Fate. And I don't really have a great glimpse in response to that.
I've whipped up something special.
That's good for me, at least. So he kind of has to do something here. In all likelihood, he'll threaten this with a Vile Feast right now. What is that? So this is a separate card. First card. So he had 2 options. His other card is a Vile Feast for sure. 100%. 100% his second card there was a Vile Feast. And he realized that if I threatened the barrel and he plays the Vile Feast first, then he would lose the spider by re-threatening off of barrel. I don't even know if I glimpse here, that's the thing. Like, glimpsing here feels kind of bad. Is this game winnable? I feel like we just lose. I mean, as far as we know, he hasn't drawn Twisted Fate yet. That part's good. Missed Call would be great here. It would be alright. Honestly, like, playing a Twisted Fate without getting the free card up front is kind of a scam. And I think I just eat it. I just tank this. Looks good. Eat that all day. Pool Shark into second Twisted Fate. I think looks good here. I'll try it. I think this is a little telegraphed. I mean, if he has another keg, I'm a little screwed. What are we doing today? We're doing a bunch of different Twisted Fate concepts. I've decided this is just my favorite champion in the entire game. I mean, just gonna live my life, you know? Life's too short to play things that aren't my favorite thing in the game. You feel me? It's like that point in the movies where it's like, I've kind of realized, you know, my one true love. So I'm just kind of like abandoning my life, and we're gonna kind of vacation together. So, you know, like that's a pretty common trope in those kinds of movies, right? Where it's like, you know, they run away together. And it's just like, after realizing that you've just kind of like chosen the wrong path for so long. That's basically me right now. This sort of blows. It seems like my best option is to try to stop the powder keg. The only problem is stopping the powder keg basically never works here. Like, best case scenario is he glimpses it, which is not a good case scenario for me. And committing a Vile Feast to that is also really bad. So I probably have to glimpse my own Twisted Fate. But if I can't flip my Twisted Fate, I don't know if I can even win this game. Maybe I just have to Pilfered Goods him. Maybe I do nothing and just Pilfered Goods him. So the thing is here, we know he doesn't have Twisted Fate in his hands. Oh, but Pilfered Goods can't draw champions. Fuck, I forgot, because it doesn't say that, but this card can't draw champions. I was gonna try to draw his Twisted Fate. I'm actually increasing his likelihood of top decking Twisted Fate by playing Pilfered Goods. By a significant margin, actually. Oh, wow. Man, if we got some, like, black market merchant action off of that. Okay, so we only have one Twisted Fate left in our deck. I did forget about that. Uh-oh. I don't know. This Tortured Prodigy, I think, can actually just win me the game on his own. I think so. If he doesn't stop this Tortured Prodigy, I'm just gonna run away with the game. I will literally, like, look at my hand. I've got 3 glimpses. I have infinite value. It's a shame I don't have a Twisted Fate in my hand, but if I had a hand that could win off of the Tortured Prodigy value, this Tortured Prodigy would win me the game. He toiled night and day, perfecting his composition. Then, in the blink of an eye, a dark silence blew through him. Others screamed and ran for their lives. He noticed nothing. Okay. I guess I'll do this. I can play a lot of cards here. It's just like, I can't actually do enough off of it. Oh, and by the way, when Tortured Prodigy dies, he refills your spell mana too, which is honestly kind of inconsistent. It sort of shouldn't work like that. I think I'll make it rain here. We didn't really need the attack damage in. Looks good. It's probably slightly better to just straight up make it rain. Because he's always going to block like that. So if we make it rain, it's possible we could get the attack afterward. Yeah. I think, yeah. Make it rain before the attack's a bit better here. Okay. If Tortured Prodigy can't win me a game in this position, this card sucks. I don't know, man. He killed my Twisted Fate and I can't kill his. Are we milling him? He's at 24. We're at 19. He's drawing cards. If we pilfer his Pilfered Goods, we can play it into mill. 2 Twisted Fate died. Let's see it. Okay. That's alright. I don't know, is getting a Twisted Fate here even good? Yeah, we gotta let it through. I kind of hate letting that through, but I really have to do it. He has to play something here before I do. Oh, not like this. Oh, God. 18 cards left in my deck. I think I can red card here. Who will gold target? It'll target Twisted Fate here because it goes by, you know, all the metrics, and Zap and Twisted Fate are tied, but then the tiebreaker is left to right. I'll try to gold card here. It kind of has a low chance of working. Or is it his left? That should be right. I thought it was left to right. But if it's like, if it's his board and that's flipped, then it might just be his left. Isn't it play order? Yeah. Okay, that should be right. So it's play order, and play order will only get scrambled if an attack is declared, right?
Looks like I'm on a hot streak.
I mean, looks like we lost. I mean, his Twisted Fate is flipped. Mine is not. PP hands. I don't know. It might have just been a big misplay to not blue card. Because we could have potentially just flipped our Twisted Fate off of a blue card because we have Tortured Prodigy and double Glimpse hands. It's such a dumb mirror. It's literally like whoever can stick a flip Twisted Fate just auto wins. The game just comes down to one thing. I love it. I actually do kind of like mirrors like that. Okay, what are my odds here? They're pretty low. They're not good. They are not great. We've got his pilfered goods. I think my win condition is milling him, actually. I think so. So he killed a unit, and that refilled my mana. So we're ready to fuck. Okay, this is good, this is good. We're gonna mill this guy. We're just gonna mill him. We're gonna mill him, okay? We're totally good here. We're totally good. We got him right where we want him. I mean, he happens to have 4 more cards in his deck than me, and I've got the double Glimpse hand. But apart from that, we're totally fine.
I've whipped up something special.
And also, we've used 3 of our 4 Twisted Fates, and he's only used 1 of his 3. Dude, all 3 of our Twisted Fates just died. It was a mistake to not blue card there.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Whose side is Time on here? I think Time is actually on my side. I think I want to go in for a Vile Feast. It's really hard for him to try to counter this, I think. We'll hit the Zap. He should feel fairly unsafe trying to hit the keg. Like, almost always I've got better options here. He would need like a double option. Whale is kind of non-committal. So he whales out here. Going down to 15. I don't think I can take a glimpse. I mean, I can't draw deeper into my deck, can I? I'll just let my units die. So Tortured Prodigy will refill my mana again. So I can play my other Tortured Prodigy. If I had a flipped Twisted Fate in my deck, I would feel very comfortable here, but I don't. Glimpsing myself down when we're trying to mill him out is maybe a really bad idea. I think I can tax one of his units here. Prodigy procs itself now. That's an undocumented change. Yeah, I don't know when it started doing that, but it's been doing it for a while. I guess Fizz is like, okay. Yeah, Fizz is pretty good. 19 cards in. So he lets me get the plunder off. We just need to take his plunder cards. If we take enough of his plunder cards, then we'll mill him faster than he could possibly mill us every time. 17 left. Whale is pretty alright. 4th glimpse. Okay, Prodigy refills my mana again here. Okay, so Prodigy's +3 mana. Dude, Prodigy fucks. How you guys gonna say this card ain't crazy? He's got 16 cards left. The problem is milling him means we're actually getting him closer to his Twisted Fate. Ah, great. Thanks. Okay, Twisted Fate number 2. 1 down. This is his 2nd one only, I think. It's not his 3rd, I think. I don't know. I could still maybe play my own Twisted Fate. Like, we do have, like, glimpses and Tortured Prodigies. Which means, I mean, we can just kind of go through our deck infinitely. And we can find it. And there's 1 Twisted Fate left in my deck. And there's a Rekindler too. Which will get a 2nd Twisted Fate. And that's also still in my deck. The only problem is that it's not leveled yet. So I still have to level it on top of that. Okay, okay. He's blue carding. He's drawing. We got him right where we want him, guys. $15. Okay. Because the thing is, Twisted Fate can't close out games. This deck has a really, really hard time actually closing out games. Uh-oh. Wait, he's closing out this game. I do need to use one of these glimpses. But I think I actually secretly want this glimpse to get denied, though. I kind of want him to Vile Feast this. So I'll use it on the barrel. I don't actually want to draw cards. Oh, give it up! Oh, man. PP hands, dude. So this Tortured Prodigy got me 8 mana total, I think. So, in for 5, out for 8. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's pretty good. Okay, so now it's our turn. He's at 15 cards and we're at 12. Such a sniper and a Lamau. No, he's not sniping. He realized that the Vile Feast would mess up his thing. Okay, Pilfered Goods. That's a little disheartening. So the thing about Pilfered Goods is because it can't draw champions, it actually triples the odds of a champion being on top of my deck. Gives me amazing odds. But I need to save my draw for after I draw it anyway, even if it is on top of my deck. Merchant. Okay. I open with Scribe. Now, I've had Twisted Fate die 3 times here. 3 Twisted Fates. So I'm gonna get a 4th one off of Scribe. And it's still not leveled. It's not fucking not leveled. But we can do it. It's 0 out of 8. So by the time we get to the bottom of our deck, it'll be leveled. Just in time for us to mill ourselves off of his blue card.
Eyes open.
So we just need to deck him. We need to just draw through his cards faster. So we always red card here.
I'm always up for a round or two.
We're gonna enable Plunder and we're just gonna start drawing his cards. We're just gonna draw his cards. And we can't actually use these glimpses because we're down to we're down to 9 cards. Now we've got a 5th Twisted Fate and a 6th one as well. Because we have both the last Twisted Fate in our deck and the Rekindler all in the bottom 9 here. Well, I mean that's a little rude, but like, okay. Do I secretly want my Twisted Fate to die here? If I wail, I can't merchant, right? So why would I wail this? I think Twisted Fate dying is kind of better for me.
Who says I don't share?
I need to preserve my mana for Black Market Merchant. We can't win this game without milling this guy. It's not bad. It's not bad. We got one of his prodigies. Okay, he's killing our units. I really wish I hadn't drawn so many goddamn glimpses. Can I win this game without playing either of these glimpses? I don't know if I can.
Dead in their tracks.
It would involve getting Twisted Fate here. We have 1 Twisted Fate and 1 Rekindler left in our deck. We've only played 5 Twisted Fates this game. He's gonna threaten some damage here. It's a good bit of damage. It's kind of like a kill me amount of damage. Uh-oh!
Watch the ball, folks.
Doesn't he have exactly your deck? Yeah, this is a classic swim net deck. This is a fast speed net decker though. This guy like net decks like the wind. Because I literally threw this together like 20 minutes ago. Oh, by the way, we nut drew. Is it possible? He's at 9 cards and we're at 8. Play a card. I dare you. Blue card this, dude. Are we good? No way. No way we're good. Blue card me! Okay, we lost. Yeah, 7's good.
Who has the serpentine?
Okay. He blue carded me. Alright. He's at 8. We're at the same amount of cards now. Okay, he's taking my cards. Ow. His scribe. Spiderling is okay. We're on a Fizz. Fizz can get us board presence without costing us draws. That's sort of interesting. I mean, it's sort of useless, but it's also sort of interesting. I think we have no choice but to draw something here. We're looking for an out in the form of either Rekindler or Twisted Fate. But Rekindler doesn't trigger the play effect. So Rekindler's not an out here. Which means playing Zap is fine, because tapping under Rekindler on the draw. There's like, if Rekindler's one of my outs and our deck is actually 6 cards, then Fizz into Glimpse is actually better. But Rekindler doesn't trigger red card, so we're chilling. So Zap will draw a spell from my deck, which will increase the odds of pulling the last Twisted Fate off the top. And we have the Vile Feast here. Okay, we're blue carding him. Nice, nice. 7 to 5. We're drawing a couple cards here, guys. It doesn't feel good going down to 3 cards. Okay, nice, nice. We're bricking his Vile Feast. I like it. I dig it. Okay, looks good. So we get our sixth Twisted Fate. We're at 3 cards left in deck. What's my win condition here again? What is it? Like, what am I hoping is gonna happen? Basically, he just doesn't notice that his deck is much bigger than mine. It's not fair, dude. Bigger deck just wins. If he doesn't look over at my deck and realize that it's much smaller than his, we're actually kind of okay here. I mean, that's hot. Is that better than just like parlaying my Nexus though?
Dead in their tracks. Reel me in.
Okay. So this is Twisted Fate number 6. And we have 7 still left in our deck. But the 7th one doesn't actually do anything, because we don't get the play effect. Unless, of course, he has my Rekindler. In which case, he'll use it here just for BM purposes. See, like, that's just super rude, man. Come on. Not like this. Dude, we almost could have won this. It actually wasn't that far off. It really wasn't.
Easy.
Oh. Guess he goes. Dude, this would have been the comeback of the century. Oh, dude, he's using Vlad emote. He's even net decking my emote panel. I don't know. I think the Shadow Isles version of this deck is interesting. I don't know if I like it. The other very fascinating thing here is, if we're in Shadow Isles, it's not technically impossible to add Maokai to the list. Now listen, look, I know, but it's possible there's some way. It is possible. What the hell is this? MF Twisted Fate Freljord? What is that? That's not a net deck. MF Twisted Fate Freljord. I've never seen this before. I mean, you expect it to be spell heavy with Starless Hears? It's like plunder heavy with Misfortune. Might have some elusives. Probably not more than just the typical Zap. Original idea, Poggers.
I'll burn for what I've done. The dead don't need riches.
Can't stop the plunder. I don't think it's worth it stopping the plunder. I should be more specific. We could have played Deckhand before, and that allows him to deny his own plunder on my Powder Keg, which he would do for free. I actually value the Powder Keg with this hand in this position. And, I mean, I don't think we can deny his plunder for very long anyway. But honestly, that is a close call. Maybe I just give up Powder Keg here. It's like, we do have the second one. The fact that we have the second one might be the thing that makes that a misplay. Because I really like having the second one there. Play Fizz here. Maybe it's just a fanfic deck. Maybe he's just shipping TF and MF. But TF doesn't even have a ship. Is he like... Am I getting trolled? Because I think he probably doesn't know the Make It Rain Fizz interaction. I think he's actually sad that it didn't hit Fizz. I guess I'll just Vile Feast this. That was really lucky. Yeah. So, for those of you guys who don't know, if Fizz is targeted by that, he cancels the whole spell. He doesn't just cancel part of it. You would never cast Make It Rain there? Yeah. I don't think you can. I deal in coins and carnage. I kind of want to just blue card. What if he has like a second hired gun though? I think it's exploitable to pass here. I think he has a fairly easy time passing back and burning my mana in this kind of position, so I think I have to take it here. Odds of second hired gun are pretty low. They're gonna be like 15%. Sometimes that happens here. I'll take those odds.
Time to make some coin.
Okay, we can level this Twisted Fate, I think, very aggressively. He should be leveled at the start of his next attack turn. Not so lucky this time. Nice. Ah, that's a Lux emote. That's a Lux emote. That's worth it.
We playing bilge rules, son?
Bilge rules? What the hell are bilge rules? I guess I just opened Tortured here. It's like Tortured is kind of nutting out here, right? This is kind of like the situation that Tortured was designed for. It's like, I just need spell mana, Twisted Fate's on the board, good shit's about to happen. Seems good. Seems good. Cheating is allowed in Bilgewater? Oh. What? Like, how?
Bounty ball knows me name.
That's weird. I expect him to block Fizz here. I don't want my spider to die though. Bye Fizz. If it's allowed, it's not cheating. Yeah, that's kind of what I like. It's. But no, I mean it does make sense. It does make sense. I'm not gonna nitpick that. It just like it was kind of weird for a second. So I still get the +3. Feels good. It's so nice that like Prodigy has a safeguard. Like even if he gets removed, the fact that you still you get it up front. That's such a big deal. There's not really too great of a way to keep this alive. It's like I would have to use a very hefty amount of removals. Honestly, if I if I actually play out my hand here just to keep this Twisted Fate alive, we could actually just lose the game. It's pretty dumb to do this, actually. Like, you shouldn't do this. Like, don't do this. This is a horrendous play. It gets countered by everything, too. Who cares? I just want to, like... I want to have fun. I want to flip my TF. I don't really care that I'm lowering my odds of winning in this position. Well, that was unlikely. See, now we're like we're actually behind for no reason. Like, why do this to yourself? More important, do steel cards have the card back of your opponent for maximum BM? No. Okay, so this is easy. All I have to do is take his Black Market Merchant off of the top. You weren't using it? That is actually a really BM comment. Oh yeah. Oh, give it up. Give it up. Give me the merchant. Yordle Grifter. Okay. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it alive. Give me another one. There we go. See? Sometimes we do get lucky. It's so stupid, dude. So this Shell Shocker is being played for +1 mana. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually really do anything here. Full Shark gives me an extra draw.
The game. Go on then.
Dude, this yoink archetype is actually just my favorite. I think by far. There's actually nothing even close. This is Twisted Fate plus yoink is just like just the most fun in every way. I'll take this here. But you like degen shit though? Well, this is kind of like it's a bit degenerate, but it's not like the most it's not like elusive OTK. Like come on, it's not that bad. I guess I was supposed to play around a Withering Whale here. See, it's like I look at this position and I'm like, okay, against all odds, dude literally had third rain. Third make it rain. We don't play around the third make it rain. What is he gonna do? Fourth make it rain me? Guess he got us. I have to parlay the Twisted Fate. Wow. This actually sort of does kind of suck. It seems kind of like what I have to do. I have two options. I have to parlay the Twisted Fate after combat so my spider doesn't die, and then just ignore the 1 Nexus damage and kill it at fast speed off the Vile Feast. Or I play Yordle Grifter. Playing Yordle Grifter is kind of like the normal play here. Here's the problem with Yordle Grifter. Because he has Misfortune and Twisted Fate, I won't be able to block Twisted Fate. So I can block Misfortune, and that's kind of important. That's nice. We'll see. So we whiffed the Allegiance, but we've got Warning Shot here. I think you gotta take that double attack. I don't know, I think a lot of people will like try to overprotect Misfortune. Okay, so I've got Jaw Hunters this time. What is he gonna do? Do second whale? Three rain into 2 whales? Surely Jaw Hunters is good here.
So small, but she ain't lacking courage.
2 away from deep.
Shipping for him.
Sell into him.
Seize the opportunity.
I'm fucking. Well, like. Hello? What the fuck? What the. Like. Ow! Who is this guy? King W. Lux emote there? What kind of top deck wizardry is this? Well, he's not top decking. He's not running Withering Whale in his deck. He's taking it from our deck. That's the thing. It's like against all odds. I mean, he's on a 2-card hand. Surely we have to be good to stabilize against this guy's 2-card hand. I mean, my hand is also 2 cards, but hey, yeah, that's fine. We're pretty close to going deep here, which is nice.
Fresh out of mess.
Outsmarted and outplayed. Yeah, I guess so. Dude, Tortured Prodigy has actually been kind of fucking slapping. I'm not gonna lie. This card's actually kind of a nutter, you know? Okay, so we'll open with Merchant here. We'll Merchant into his Merchant. This fucking... this is literally like... this. we got it again! What the fuck is happening in this game? Heimer emote? We've already luxed. We're never gonna double lux in a game. It's always a misplay to double lux, ever. I don't like Heimer emoting myself. I like Quinn emoting myself. I'll Quinn emote on this play. I would never self Heimer emote. We already have done a few Quins though, and Quinn has diminishing returns.
So small, but she ain't lacking courage.
I think I saw her at the youth.
Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, this is a Heimer. This is a Heimer. Holy shit, Hearthstone the video game.
Tonight,
Woo! What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude. And now we've got deep too. This is the most like fucking random ass match I've ever seen. We've got to go into deep. We've got to show him our sea monsters. What the actual fuck is this game? Yeah, this was actually like actual Hearthstone the video game. That was crazy. What on earth?